Hey friends, welcome back to Danielle's Perfect Home. On this channel, I discuss everything homeschool, homemaking, and lifestyle. If you like any of that, please subscribe to the channel and become a friend. So I'm going to discuss my homeschool update. So we have literally been homeschooling this summer for 1 month, and I'm so excited that I lasted a month, you know. And it's been a journey. It has been a super duper journey. It's been most of like I want to say like an emotional roller coaster, but just on my part, because I kind of feel like I don't have any support in my area, or I don't have like anybody supporting me other than my husband. Everybody else just think like I'm just going crazy or something. But other than that aspect, that is about it. The kids and I are definitely on the schedule, and I will share that schedule with you guys in another video. And we have been sticking with our curriculum. Like, our curriculum is going so well that I picked for us to do, and it's my first curriculum because I'm a first year homeschool mom, so this is all new to me. So let's hop right into it. For my daughters, if you have not seen my summer plans video, I will link that over here. So we have completed so far the About 3 from Rotten Staff, and these workbooks were just super duper gentle. These ones are just following the lines, as you can see, and there was coloring, follow the paths, and things like that. These are simple workbooks, and I really like these. These are simple, and you definitely have to help your child understand how to hold the pencil the right way, and how to go from line to line, and using their fingers first, and then once they got it with their finger, go over with their pencil, and once they got it with their pencil, then they can go over with the crayon, and then color the pencil with the crayons. That's the way I've been doing these books, so this one was a great start for us. We also completed Bigger Steps, and this is just another, as you can see, this is just another one, but they're doing like the numbers, they're doing numbers and tracing the numbers, coloring the numbers, and all these other stuff. So they have days where like they want to color and days they don't want to color, days they want to write and they don't want to write, days they want to circle and don't want to circle. But in this book, Bigger Steps, they're introducing like the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and recognition of the numbers. They're doing a lot of matching in this one too. Like, here's one where they have the cookies and they have to match the, here's the one where they have the cookies and they have to match the cookies to the plate. And then here's the one where you have the cookies and you have to draw what you need to make the cookies. So yeah, hers is a bit scribbled, but let me see if I can show you another one. Right, so here is another one with the cookies, and once they draw their lines, I let them go crazy with the crayons, and we are learning how to, they are learning how to color inside the lines, but they're still working on it. So this was matching the cookies to the plate, and then this one was the ingredients you need for the cookies to make cookies, and I just thought that was like really great. And here's another one where they're introducing 2, and you learn about the 2, and you have to trace the 2. All in all, I love those Rotten Staff books. They're super simple, and it's a great start for us, and for them, it's a great start for like us and them in general. And I just feel like they're doing a great job, and they love to do the pages. My goal was for us to do 2 pages a day, and we do 2 to 3 or maybe 4 pages a day. And yeah, so we have 2 more books left in the series. I think we have the Shape 1 and Shape Cut, Color and Cut. That's the next book we have to complete. And then we also have Doing My Best. Those are the next 2 workbooks they'll be working on. And tomorrow, actually, they'll be starting Color Cut. That Color and Cut book, I'll put a picture over here or something. So they're starting that one. So moving along with my son and You guys, like, I definitely love the Christian Light curriculum, like their curriculum in general. So I'm going to do a detailed video really explaining their Learning to Read program. I kind of like that definitely needs to be explained, and there's no videos on here that explains them. Okay, so we have completed so far light units 1 and 2 with the months. So these light units have 2 weeks of materials in each light unit. So in light unit 1, and they also come with a teacher guide. I would definitely recommend you to get the teacher's guide when you do this program. In light unit 1, I was under a flip on that. So in light unit 1, the children are going to learn listening skills, new sounds, D, new sounds, S, new sounds, M, new sounds, F, ending sounds, new sounds, A, middle sounds, blends, and you're going to do a review, and they have a self-check, and they have a review and test. And this is what it looks like. And this is like a very gentle curriculum, but they're learning so much. And my son is just learning so much. So he actually did first grade. He actually did first grade in school already. So this summer, I'm just making sure he had a good solid foundation of everything he learned in school. And we're going over things that he already know and things that he knows a little bit of it, but he didn't master it. So now he's actually mastering these skills, and it just makes me such a proud mom, you know? It started off so gentle, like here. This book starts off so gentle, and it's a black and white curriculum, pretty much. And this was just so great. I believe it's just like 5 pages a day. It's 5 pages a day, but they break it down in sessions. Like you have your first session, and then you have your second sessions. And in the teacher's guide, it tells you what to do during the first session and what to do during the second session. And what I do is I don't break it up. I just, when we do reading, he actually chooses to do reading first, and we do reading first. And we just knock them out. We just knock out 5 pages. Now, when we just finished light unit 2 2 days ago. And what I can say about light unit 2 is that the dot maps, my son has realized that the dot maps has gotten challenging, and I can show you. He feels like, if you can see, like the dot maps have definitely gotten a little bit more challenging from light unit 101, and I'll show you dot maps in light unit 101 if I can find the page. So this is how they start the dot maps in light unit 101. You can see that. And then at the end of this light unit 101, here is dot map. And then in 102, they are harder. So that's his only complaint, is like the light unit is harder. And he really likes this. And the light unit 2 is still 5 pages a lesson, I would say. Up to 5 pages. Some days it could be like 3 pages, and some days it could be like 4 pages, and then some days it's like more pages. And I'm going to do a detailed video, because I kind of like with this curriculum, with this Learn to Read curriculum, you really need to, I feel like it's a certain way you have to do it. So yeah, or the way we did it. So I'm going to go over the contents, what they're learning in light unit 101. So you're going to do a review, and you start light unit 102 with a review of light unit 101. And then for lesson 2, you're going to do new sound T. You're going to learn how to write your name, the new sound G, the new sound N, a review, a new sound P, a new sound O, another review, and a review, and then a self-check, and then a review and test. Honestly, reading the contents, I didn't even notice that we did so many reviews in here, but it just goes by so quickly. Like, Our homeschool session consists of an hour a day, or like an hour and 30 minutes a day, and that's tops. And that's with my son. With my daughters, it's like way less time than that. It's not time consuming at all. The primer, this curriculum comes with 4 primers, and we are on primer 1 still, and it is the We Live, and we are actually at this one now, 1034. We are on like unit 3 now, and it's really going good. My son is really loving this curriculum, and the Learning to Read curriculum comes with everything in one. Like in these light units, it comes with everything. Like we're doing spelling, we're doing copy work, we're doing he's doing reading, he's doing phonics, he's doing penmanship, and he's doing like concentration work. Like the dot maps are just like hand-eye concentration things, and it really like gets him to think. Next we have is the Christian Light math. So my son loves the math. Like if he can choose which one he loves, I'm quite sure he would say he loves the math, because the math has so many timed activities in it that he just enjoys. So unlike the Learning to Read light units that are 2 weeks, this light unit for the math is actually 4 weeks. So for our whole month, we was just in this one light unit for math, and he has learned so much within like 1 month so far. He has been learning how to write the numbers, trace the numbers. So here is an example. It starts off with 1. And we've been learning facts. So he's been learning addition facts all the way up to 5, which he's pretty much mastered. They have them doing things with shapes. And what I also love about this curriculum is that they are actually using real money and teaching the kids how to count real money. And I kind of feel like today a lot of kids don't know how to count with real money. They're just swiping. Parents are just now getting children credit cards to like swipe. But I want my children to understand about how to buy things, how to purchase things, and how to count out money, how to count out dollar bills, how to count out change, and the responsibilities. See, like this one, they're teaching them the money, and then they have this right here is the symbol for the money jar. So you put money in a jar, and the children will have to count the money that's in the jar and then write the answer. And then I also love about this book is they have this section right here. It says I can do this, and when they get to that section, then you no longer have to like teach anything. They should be able to do that on their own, go through it and do it on their own, and you just go back and check it when you're done. So I do like that about it. And for math, I also like how, well, my son also like how it gives you a stop sign, so you know where you're stopping at in each lesson. And my son, before we do the lesson, he'd be like, okay, where's the stop sign? So he knows how much he has to do for that day. And I also want to do a detailed video about the math as well, because it's so many, I'm not gonna say concept, it's so many things that you are going to need. Well, not like need in a bad way, but it's other materials that you're going to need to go with this. And I feel like a detailed video of it would be super duper great. Also introduce Bible. So like 3 weeks in, I introduced the Christian Light Bible curriculum, and I will put a photo or something over here of it. And we have definitely been loving that. Being that it's been a while since since I actually read the Bible, and I'm enjoying learning the Bible with my children and teaching them about God's word and doing the fun activities that comes in the light units of the Christian Light Bible curriculum. And I will be doing a video on that as well, because it's not on here. And I just feel like that is a great Bible program for the children. That's a great Bible curriculum, and it's super duper easy. that I have not done this month is like, we have not been doing any read out louds, or I take that, well, no. We haven't been doing any read out louds, but we have been reading picture book stories at bedtime. So each day, whatever child turn it is to pick a book, they will pick a book and we will read it before bed, and that'll be like our read out loud. But any chapter books we have not been reading, because the Christian Light curriculum, the learning to read, it has so much reading for the parent to do, for the child to recite what the story was about, and then the children are also reading from the primer on some days, and then also some days it has like short stories in them. Like, let me show you one. Like, I know in 102 it has like short stories in here. Okay, so here's one. So here's a short story. So your child will have to read this story, and by the time my son read this story and do his word list, it also comes with word list that you have to do, that they have to say. And by the time you do the word list, and then you also have to do things like this, your phrases. They introduce phrases, and then they also introduce like them reading sentences, and then they also introduce I cannot think of these right now, but they introduce those too. And like by the time we're done with the lesson today, we are like not thinking about reading at all. And I think that's a good thing, because you don't have to buy so much stuff with this program, and it is so affordable, which I love as well. But a con could be, I will purchase so many books for us for the summer, and I will link that video over here. I purchased so many books for us over the summer, and we have not read one book. And that's great, because we haven't read one book that I chose for us to read, but we have been doing a lot of reading in our curriculum, and it's like good reading, and my son keeps up with the reading. So it's not like I'm reading something and he never knows the answers to the questions from the reading. He always knows the answer to the question from the reading. Even if you think like they're not listening, they are listening and they know it. And I'd be like, dang. So that's been great. So this month actually has been a great month of homeschooling my children. I feel so confident to keep on going, and it's just been a great journey for us. Like I said, I would do a whole video explaining everything more in details with it, because I'm learning and I want to help others learn this curriculum as well, because I kind of feel like it is a great curriculum. I really love it so much. As far as me homeschooling the children, and this being like my new experience of homeschooling and my new journey, which I'm kind of loving, it is I'm not gonna say like it's emotional draining. I think it's more emotional draining for me is because I don't have anyone to talk to about it, or anyone who understand it, you know? Like, I want to be talking to people about, ooh, have you heard about this curriculum? What do you think about this book for your children? What do you think about this? What are your feedbacks on this and this, and how can we do this and this to be better, and how can I apply that to my home? You know, so it's just like that. I don't have that. I kind of feel like I'm missing that, like a community aspect. Alrighty, so I didn't want to make this video super long, so that is my 1 month summer update of homeschooling. So thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.